Hi MariaElena, welcome to your reading. This is going to be a single and looking reading. You did tell me that you want me to focus just on 2019, so I'm going to do three separate spreads for you. We're going to focus on first on the beginning of the year, then the middle of the year, and then the end of the year. See if there is any type of significant relationship for you. Okay, so let me take a deck here. I'm going to shuffle it, and I'm going to focus on you and what's coming up in your love life at the beginning of the year. So the beginning of the year is going to cover January, February, March, and April. Okay, show me the energies. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? MariaElena's love life in the beginning of 2019. MariaElena's love life in the beginning of 2019. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? There are two cards that flipped out here. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the beginning of 2019? Now, you had two cards that jumped. One of them was this one, the King of Swords. So this can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm not sure if this is you because I looked at our emails that we sent back and forth, but I didn't see your zodiac sign, so I'm not sure if that's you. It could be because the Nine of Swords also jumped. This is imagining the worst, agonizing, stress, really kind of focusing on fears. So it could be that you're maybe in the beginning of the year you have too much on your mind. So these were just jumping cards. Let me put them back in the deck here in different places, and we'll see what your message is. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship? Okay, so I feel like it's definitely a possibility. Again, we're looking at, let's see, January, February, March, and April. This is the beginning of the year, because I do see, well, let's just start here. I mean, you have the Empress. This is even better than the Lover's card, because this represents someone who completely fulfills you, the ideal relationship. You have the Wheel, a lot of change in your love life. You have the Happily Ever After card, the Ten of Cups, and you start with the Star card. This is your hopes and wishes being granted. So let's look at the first row and see what this means for you. So again, the Star card, it does represent you getting exactly what you want. Hopes and wishes are fulfilled. The Ten of Cups is a happily ever after. This is a love relationship. This can be marriage. You are being told to be patient, though. You have Temperance, which is a major arcana. This is saying just kind of let everything happen naturally. Don't try to force things. If new people come into your life, there can be an air sign because it jumped. There can be an earth sign because there's an earth sign in the second row. Here, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're just being told that you're going to have the happily ever after that you're hoping for. I see it there. Again, it can be with someone who is an earth sign. Perhaps there's some things you need to confront first, within yourself. The Seven of Wands is confrontational energy, but I feel like this has to do with you because the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is, especially for a woman, this is a card of personal growth, self-reliance, self-worth, self-confidence, feeling good about where you are in your life, and the Seven of Wands next to it is saying that there are some things to confront. Maybe you have to confront your ego, because remember this Nine of Swords that jumped for you with the King of Swords. So it could be that maybe you have a lot on your mind, which would definitely explain this card right here. You have the Two of Swords, which means that, you know, you could be stuck when it comes to your love life if you don't make a decision. This can be a decision to maybe leave the past in the past, or take some type of action. This could be maybe even making yourself more available to someone. The Two of Swords can mean that you're stuck if you don't make a decision or take some type of action. And it usually represents that there's something really complicated going on in your life. But you do have the Wheel. Again, this is a lot of movement, significant changes for the better. The Empress, letting you know that the energy is there for you to have that ideal relationship, because that's what she represents. The energy of having it all. Like I said, she's even better than the Lover's card, because sometimes the Lover's card can just mean that you have to make a choice between two partners. This is the energy of having it all. Financial stability, love, happiness, abundance, good health, the whole package. It's someone who represents the whole package. And I see, you know, some type of positive change in that direction with the Wheel here. The Wheel is turning for you because it's here. But it could be maybe that you have a choice to make mentally. Maybe it's, you know, a choice to leave something in the past, to work out something maybe really complicated that's going on within you, which could be what we're seeing right in the center of the reading. Okay, let me get a few more cards for you. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship in the beginning of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the beginning of 2019? Yeah, I mean, look at that. Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Page of Swords. That's why I was telling you that this could just be that you have a lot on your mind. There's something within yourself that needs to be healed first, which is what I was seeing right here. Because that's a lot of Swords cards. I mean, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Swords. That's a lot on your mind in the beginning of the year. You did say that things have been really tough for you, so I don't know, maybe your relationship ended. The Ace of Swords is saying that you're going to need a new way of looking at love, or a new perspective on relationships. Otherwise, you'll end up here. This is being stuck, trapped in fear. Remember, you did have the Nine of Swords jump for you when I was properly shuffling. And this can also represent being stuck if you don't let go, if you don't take some type of action. So I don't know if this has to do with your past, or maybe just healing. The Eight of Swords is a mental prison, and feeling like you can't do certain things because you find reasons, but really it's a card of feeling like you can't do certain things because you're afraid. The Page of Swords is saying that maybe it's time to be completely honest, maybe with yourself, maybe with another person. This is a card of being completely honest, honesty and truth. So there's this is the energy of honesty, and this is a card of truth, clarity and truth. So I mean, I feel like maybe there's something that you need to confront within yourself with the Eight of Swords. Fears around relationships. Again, that's that confrontation that we see right here. Okay, so let me shuffle the confirmation deck, see what comes up for you. What other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life, the beginning of 2019? What other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life, the beginning of 2019? What other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life, the beginning of 2019? Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. MariaElena's love life, the beginning of 2019. The Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Fool. So, I mean, this is all good because this is relationship energy. This is happiness, joy. This is a card of marriage, a card of stability. You're being told here that in order for you to find a new relationship, you're going to have to trust. The Fool is a card of new beginnings, but it's also a card of trusting. This is a card of just taking a huge risk. There are no guarantees. You're just going to have to trust your heart and your intuition. So just make sure that you're in that place that you really can trust your heart and your intuition. Otherwise, that could be what we're seeing here, that you'll struggle with new people coming into your life. because you might feel like maybe that person not the one. The Fool is about your again, your feelings and your intuition. There could be a new relationship coming in for you at the beginning of the year, where there could be, you know, an element of risk, because you might feel like this might not be the right person for you. It could be someone who's very different from you. Just kind of, you know, the Temperance card at the top, the third one that I pulled for you, is just telling you let everything happen naturally. Because I do see relationship energy. I mean, you've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. These are relationship cards. Of course, you've got this new beginning. You have the Three of Cups. So, I mean, there very well could be a relationship at the beginning of the year. And let's not forget the Empress, the energy of having it all. But it could be that mentally, you know, are you ready for this? Just try to let everything develop naturally, and be patient with yourself. Okay, so let me focus on the middle of the year. The middle is going to cover May, June, July, and August. Okay, show us the energies. Is there a significant relationship coming up for MariaElena for the middle of 2019? Is there a significant relationship coming up for MariaElena for the middle of 2019? Is there a significant relationship coming up for MariaElena for the middle of 2019? Okay, there were a couple cards that jumped. Let me see here. There were 3, so I'll show you those in a minute. Is there a significant relationship coming up for MariaElena for the middle of 2019? Is there a significant relationship for MariaElena coming up for her in the middle of 2019? Is there a significant relationship coming up for MariaElena? There were a couple cards that jumped here, but there's actually too many, so let me put them back. Let's see here. Okay, that's too many. Let me just keep shuffling. Is there a significant relationship coming up for MariaElena for the middle of 2019? MariaElena's love life for the middle of 2019. MariaElena's love life for the middle of 2019. Okay. So let me get these out of the way and we'll see what comes up for you. Okay, so actually I almost forgot the cards that jumped. Here we go. Let me see. So I can remember which one I saw first. I think this is the first one that I saw. Strength. This is telling you that you may have to be really patient, but it's also a card saying don't let your ego get the best of you. So it could be that fear comes up again, because you did have the Nine of Swords jumped. When I looked into the beginning of the year, it could be that fears are coming up and you have to learn to just, you know, kind of focus on a higher perspective. Because you did have the Ace of Swords in the first spread. You also have the Emperor. So the Emperor is saying that in the middle of the year, you have to take charge of your love life. You have to feel in control. So that would also be controlling your ego. And you did have the Ace of Coins jump, which could be a new relationship, a new opportunity. But it could be that, you know, you have to meet that relationship halfway. You have to feel and be in control of your love life, and you have to try to calm down your ego, which could be fears or kind of negativity or even memories of past relationships coming up. Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. MariaElena's love life in the middle of 2019. 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 MariaElena's love life in the middle. Well, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is what we have. And it can be, I mean, again, I don't know what your zodiac sign is, because there's 3 people in the spread. You have an air sign up here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Then you have a water sign down here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And then you have the Queen. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And it can be Sun, Moon, or Rising. It can even represent you, or it can be that these are new people coming into your life, or possibilities for a relationship. So you have the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the King of Swords. I mean, either way, there's kind of a word of caution for the middle of the year. I mean, I can't help but see that you have the Devil here. The Devil can represent a lot of negative thinking. Be careful that you don't pass up a relationship. That's just one thing that comes to mind. Because the 5 of Swords can represent an unwise decision. A decision that you'll look back on and you'll regret it. Maybe letting a relationship go. Maybe you feel like someone's not for you. Also, the 7 of Swords right next to it. The 7 of Swords can represent self-deceit, being your own worst enemy, having the blinders on. So perhaps, there could be a relationship, and, there could be, some strong fears with the Devil. And the Moon also, it does represent that this could be a really emotional time for you. The Moon represents lack of clarity. Like there's something that you're not seeing. You're not fully in the know about maybe somebody new that you're meeting, or you're not really in the know about what's going on in your love life. I do see a lot of happiness here with the 3 of Cups. This is good times, this happiness, laughter, joy. There's some strong negativity here, strong fears. The Devil does represent fear, and the Moon also represents fear. So it can even be that you're getting close to somebody in the middle of the year, and maybe you're having fun with this person, you're going out, you're having a good time with the 3 of Cups. But there's strong energy here, major arcanas of fear. Perhaps that's why you have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, saying don't make an unwise decision, because it could be that maybe this is a person who's supposed to be significant to you. If you pass an opportunity to be with them, this will be something you'll regret. The 5 of Swords. Don't be your own worst enemy in the middle of the year. Now down here, I mean, again, I don't know what your sign is, but you've got a water sign and an earth sign. So 2 people with a 10 of coins in the middle. And the 10 of coins, it does represent a relationship. So I feel like in the middle of the year, there can be a significant relationship for you, because this card can represent marriage. This is a card of stability. So it's a very stable, committed relationship. I don't know if you're the water sign or the earth sign, but I see 2 people together here in a relationship. But again, there can be some strong fears. Let me get a few more cards so I can see what the rest of the message is. I feel like there's definitely somebody there. MariaElena finding a significant relationship in the middle of 2019. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, because it's upright. MariaElena's love life in the middle of 2019. Judgment, MariaElena's love life, the middle of 2019, and Strength. So this card jumped for you, and here it is again with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So let me just start with the Strength card, because this card jumped for you and I put it back, and then here it is again. The Strength card, like I said, this is saying that you're going to have to watch your ego, which I think it's this right here. Even actually like these whole 4 cards. The Strength is saying you're going to have to work on your ego, which could be triggering negative thoughts here, fears here. Could cause you to make decisions here that you'll regret, or you're working against yourself. The Strength card is saying come from a higher place, don't listen to your ego. And that's being confirmed by the Ace of Swords being in reverse. If the Ace of Swords were upright, this is a new way of thinking, a new perspective, but it's in reverse. So it's saying that mentally you're not where you should be to have this. A second chance to be happy, a second chance to be loved. The Judgment card represents you rising from the ashes. So I feel like, kind of what's working against you here. Like, I don't feel like you're meeting a person that's all wrong for you. I feel like mentally, like, you may really have to kind of detox mentally, especially if you just went through a difficult relationship. Make sure that you have an open mind, because that Ace of Swords is in reverse, which means that your mind is not open. You could be judging, or you may not be seeing things clearly with the Moon being here as well. There's a lack of clarity because there's some strong negativity. Okay, let me get a few more cards for you from the confirmation deck. Okay, what other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life for the middle of 2019? MariaElena's love life for the middle of 2019. 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 Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. MariaElena's love life for the middle of 2019. So you have the Ten of Cups again. MariaElena's love life for the middle of the year. You have the Six of Swords. MariaElena's love life for the middle of the year. The Eight of Pentacles. So in the other spread, I think in the first one you had the Ten of Cups, and now you have it again, and you also have the Ten of Pentacles. This is all relationship energy. A stable relationship. You're happily ever after. A very close relationship. You're being told here that there's movement in your love life. A healthy change is happening for you. So it really does seem like somebody has come in for you in the beginning of the year, because we saw that person. There was already an energy of love in the beginning of the year, and it's still there in the middle of the year, but it could be that maybe you're in a pessimistic place. Again, there's a healthy, this is change and movement, but it's a healthy change. It's like, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles here, you still need some work. Maybe as far as trusting people, maybe you still need some work mentally. Maybe you have to collect your thoughts. The Eight of Pentacles does mean that there's still some work to do, maybe to build even a relationship up. Maybe there's somebody new where you just need some time. Again, just kind of keep in mind that you're being told for the very first card. I always say the first card's always really significant. That, you know, the caution, the Five of Swords is a red flag card saying don't be your own worst enemy. Don't make an unwise decision, because I see here two people, Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins, and I see stability, a relationship here. So it could also be that you may want to give up on someone. You may feel like it's not going to work out. But you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, which means that you're not thinking clearly. And again, that's being repeated by the Moon, a major kind of lack of clarity or something you're not seeing. Don't be your own worst enemy. Okay, so let me get some cards for the end of the year. And we'll see what comes up for you. Okay, show us the energies. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship for the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship for the end of 2019? Show us the energies. MariaElena finding significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. There were some cards that jumped, well, kind of flipped out from the deck, but it's actually like 5 of them, so I'm just going to put them back here. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. MariaElena finding a significant relationship at the end of 2019. Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. Get these out of the way. I mean, it seems like there's somebody like lined up to come into your life, even at the beginning of the year, if you go back and watch that spread. And it could be that you're struggling, because this card was in reverse. Like you need a new perspective on love. That's probably why you had the Devil and also the Moon. Okay, so let's see what comes up for the end of the year. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can she find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Okay, so I didn't tell you, but this was one of the cards that jumped that I put back. I did see this one, so it's here, which is victory. Let me just take a look at this. This is also a repeat card because you have this card in the last spread for the middle of the year. Okay, I mean, there's definitely possibilities for you. I see you, wish fulfillment, happiness here, a new opportunity. Yeah, there's definitely things going on at the end of the year as well. So you've got the Tower, the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. So the end of the year, you're being told kind of, be prepared for a lot of changes with the Tower. This is a really dramatic card of, well, dramatic changes, kind of shocking twists, maybe unexpected relationships because you have the Ace of Pentacles at the top, unexpected opportunities. But you do have the Three of Pentacles, which the Three of Pentacles, this is a card of effort, of really giving something your all, which means, I don't know, it just seems like you're in a relationship. The Three of Pentacles does mean teamwork. Like it can't be just one person doing all the work. This is working together, maybe to create this new beginning from the Ace of Pentacles. But the Tower is saying the end of the year can be kind of a really dramatic time for you, a time of huge changes in your love life that they do require a lot of effort. There are, with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a very blessed kind of change in your love life. Also, it's, kind of similar to the Tower is another thing I forgot to tell you. The Ace of Pentacles, yes, it's a card of new beginnings, but it's a card of unexpected new beginnings. So it can even be an unexpected new relationship, an unexpected attraction, something like that. Now in the second row, you have this repeat card, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Hangman. So you're supposed to be moving forward at the end of the year. Your love life's supposed to be moving forward, the Six of Swords, and it's supposed to be moving in a healthy direction. But also, I mean, you have the Hangman, which is a major arcana of being stuck and being in limbo. I feel like, let me see, what do you have down here before I say anything? Ten of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. It can be that there's a relationship that you're confused about, where you don't know what to do here. Maybe you're confused about why a relationship is not moving forward. Maybe you want a higher level of commitment. Maybe you're ready for a lot of change, because I mean you have the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. It's definitely time to move away from difficult times at the end of the year. You have the energy here of wish fulfillment, of being extremely happy, the Nine of Cups. But there's also the possibility of being stuck, being in limbo. I mean, you have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords does represent that it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on from something really painful. I mean, you could even be, again, with a Tower, there's unexpected energy for the end of the year. And it could be that there's a choice that you have to make with the Two of Coins here. You could be undecided about your future, undecided about a relationship that you're in. Because this is a card where it's time to let go. It's time to move on. It's time to get past a betrayal or a painful energy. Because you have the Chariot, and I told you this card, it jumped. I didn't show it to you, but it was one of the ones that jumped and I put back in. The Chariot does represent a significant change in your love life. This is a card of movement and victory, because you've been so persistent, determined, and passionate about something. But the movement is here, the victory's here, but it's like you go back and forth. Like maybe you want to move on from a relationship. Maybe you're not sure if you want to be with somebody. Again, there's unexpected energy, and it could be that you're stuck because maybe you don't know if you want to move on, which is the energy we see right here. Okay, let me get a few more cards for you. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? So you have the Three of Cups again, and you have the Fool again. We've seen this card with the King of Wands. So I'm not sure if you're the fire sign. So the fire sign would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And you have the Fool. So at the end of the year, I mean, there's definitely, again, new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. The Fool, a major arcana, this is a new beginning where you're going to have to just trust your feelings, your heart, and your intuition. There's a lot of happiness for you here. So happiness here, happiness here. The Three of Cups does represent joy, laughter, celebration. And it could be that you're finding this with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Perhaps, you know, with the Fool coming up and then you having this card here, perhaps you're giving somebody a new relationship a chance. Maybe you're moving past another relationship. Again, because we're looking at the end of the year, and right now when I'm recording this video, we're at the beginning of the year in January. There could be a lot of things that happen between now and December. Well, actually no, we're looking at the end of the year, so yeah, this would be September, October, November, December. There could be a lot of things that change between then. It could be that you're ready to move on from another relationship, maybe the one from the beginning of the year, because the Fool does represent taking a giant leap of faith in something new. Perhaps a fire sign, but I do see a lot of joy here, and a lot of joy here is just that you need to move. There's a need to move on with this card and this card, especially with the Six of Swords, because it's a repeat card. This is moving on to something healthier. Okay, let me get a few more cards for you from the confirmation deck, and we'll see what comes up. What other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship at the end of 2019? Six of Cups, Queen of Swords. Can MariaElena find a significant relationship? And the Page of Wands. So now you've got an air sign over here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, connected to the past. So this can be someone from your past. The Six of Cups can be maybe that you're doing a lot of thinking about the past, but I mean, you have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands can represent communication. Perhaps you're hearing someone, maybe you're communicating with someone from the past. Again, the pages are communication, but this specific page can represent, happiness, change, especially change, adventure, good times, kind of like the Three of Cups there. So I mean, it could be that you're reconnecting with someone from the past, especially if you have an ex who is an air sign. But again, this is something we're looking at the end of 2019. So this person could even be someone that you met at the beginning of the year that maybe you just don't know right now when you're watching this video, but there's, you know, something from the past with the Six of Cups. Let me get a few more cards for you to give you a better idea of what's going on at the end of the year. What other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life at the end of 2019? The Sun. What other messages are there for MariaElena about her love life at the end of 2019? You have the Queen of Wands. So just kind of keep in mind that you also have the King. So it could be that a fire sign is important. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What does MariaElena need to know about her love life for the end of 2019? What does MariaElena need to know about her love life for the end of 2019? Okay, so I think you did have the Two of Swords in at the beginning of the year, the first spread that I did for you. I mean, you have the Sun. You could not ask for a better card because it's the most positive card in the entire deck. So the end of the year does promise you happiness, positive energy, success, love. And again, there could be a significant person who is a fire sign because you have the King and the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You have the Seven of Cups. There could even be a choice that you have to make, because I mean, you do have two people in this spread. You have a fire sign and an air sign. The Seven of Cups can sometimes represent choices to where you're confused and you're lost and you don't know what to choose because there's so many choices, or you're very emotional and you don't know what you should be choosing, who you should be choosing. That's kind of being confirmed by the Two of Swords, which you did have at the beginning of the year. The Two of Swords means, again, that there's a need to make a decision that's really tough, it's really complicated. And again, I mean, you started with the Tower, so the end of the year could be a lot of unexpected changes, I mean, you have the Ace of Pentacles up there, unexpected new people coming into your life. Perhaps, you're really kind of seeing that it's time to move on from another relationship, or somebody let you down. That would explain this card. And the Six of Swords, which you kind of see right here. I mean, you have the Sun. This is like, I mean, the universe is telling you there's a lot of positive energy around your love life for the end of the year. But you do have to choose. I just remembered that you have the Two of Coins right here. This is also a card of choosing. And the number twos, Two of Swords, Two of Coins right here. The twos represent decisions and choices. So there can be maybe two people where, you're going to have to choose who you want to be with. Let me see what else stands out here. Just kind of emotional energy. I mean, kind of being confused and lost, but I mean, there is a lot of happiness around you. Let me get a few more cards from the confirmation deck. What final messages are there for MariaElena about her love life for the end of 2019? King of Cups. What final messages are there for MariaElena about her love life for the end of 2019? Ten of Cups. So you keep getting this card as well. Final messages for MariaElena about her love life. Ten of Pentacles. You just had both of these cards in the last spread. Final messages for MariaElena for the end of 2019. Page of Pentacles. So, just what you needed. Another energy here, another person, but some of these can be you. This is a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female. I don't know why I just said that. Of course you're female, but it can be you. Or it can be somebody new that you're meeting. I feel like it could be you because, I mean, it's right next to the Ten of Cups. You just have the Seven of Cups. It's very emotional energy. The King and the Queen of Cups, they represent someone who's really in touch with their emotions and their intuition. This is a very loving energy. Again, you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You keep getting these cards. So these are just kind of telling you in each spread they show up. This is relationship energy. The Ten of Cups is happiness. This is either marriage or it's just a happily ever after for you. A Ten of Pentacles also, this is a relationship. This can even be a marriage. This is stability. This is a stable relationship. You being in a very kind of happy and cozy place. But you have the Page of Pentacles saying, like, look at this very carefully. The Page of Pentacles usually shows up when, like, you might miss something. Like, something may not be very obvious to you. It may not be crystal clear, and you have to really do your homework. That's the energy of the Page of Pentacles. Do your homework. Look very carefully. I mean, you have huge opportunities for happiness, for relationships for the end of the year. Maybe there's even more than one person. Maybe the Page of Pentacles is telling you to, really kind of do your homework before really deciding who you want to be with. Again, it could be that you're in a very emotional place with both of these cards here. Yeah, and I mean, definitely because you had the Seven of Cups. It was under all these cards. Confusion, lack of clarity, not really knowing what to do. But yet, there's something that you must do with this Two of Swords. It's a really difficult decision you have to make, and it can be choosing between two people, or maybe even, with these two cards coming up for you over and over, maybe you're having to decide if you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone, or if you're going to really commit to them. It could be that that's a difficult choice for you if there is not actually like two people in your life at the end of the year. Okay, let me get one final card for you. What final message is there for MariaElena about her love life for 2019? Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is kind of a mental prison, and you've had a lot of Swords cards like in all the spreads. The Eight of Swords is saying don't allow yourself to be held back by fear. I mean, this energy is, you're not trapped. The Hangman would be trapped and being stuck in limbo. This person is, nothing's holding her back except the illusion of these swords, which actually represent your mind. So it could be at the end of the year that you're really kind of feeling like, I can't choose so-and-so, or I can't do this, or I can't do that, I can't be with this person, or we can't make things work. Just keep in mind that it's mental energy. Your fears are kind of holding you back. This is the energy of feeling like you're blocked or feeling restricted, but really it's just fears are kind of making you feel boxed in. There's a lot of positive energy and a lot of happiness around you for the end of the year. Okay, MariaElena, this has been your single and looking reading. I hope this helps you, and thanks for watching.